Illiterati, a game of heroic librarians trying to bind books to preserve them against the attacks of a society of evil villains who hate books. Also, Scrabble that can be played solitaire and cooperative. You bet that when I learned about this game, I had to back it on Kickstarter. Now, finally, the Kickstarter has been delivered. I could play the game, and I want to share my enthusiastic thoughts about it with you. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do like the engagement thing. Well, let's see what I think. I know that I love it. I love it. So, and I played it solo. It works perfectly that way. I can't wait to also show it to some friends at game night. The point is that you need to form words within fairly tough restrictions or you lose the game. So each round you'll be getting new letters. You need to use them to form words. And your first imperative is to survive, to use enough letters that you survive the round. So you will also form a lot of words that do not directly help you win the game, but they help you not losing the game. So that's very important. Each round has a timer, so real-time limit. In order to win the game, we need to bind a certain number of books, meaning, on top of surviving, we need to create words that follow certain restrictions. They count as binding books. So, depending on the difficulty setting, you may have to form 2, 4, or 6 special words that count as binding a book, and also you may or may not have to form a certain word that counts as completing the final challenge. Again, the number of words that you need to do to complete specifically to win depends on the difficulty setting. The library is an area where you can store your unused letters, and that also the size of it changes based on the number of players. If you fail to stay within that limit, there are too many unused letters at the end of a round, then you will take a letter from the unused ones and you will place on the burn tracker, because the Literati are attacking you and they keep burning books. The difficulty setting also tells you how many burn letters are allowed before you lose the game. So that's how you lose the game, if too many letters are left unused at the end of a round. Now, as we said, you're looking to create specific words, and they're described in these cards. There are 2 stacks of cards, the red box and the blue box. And you draw one, and that's the book that you're trying to complete right now. Once you finish it, then you draw one from the other deck, and you continue like this until you hopefully have created enough books. During the regular phase of the game, you're going to use this side of the card. During the final chapter, the final challenge, you're going to use that side, which gives you a bigger challenge. So these books tell you the rules, so the topic of the word you're looking for, or the rules that you have to follow. They tell you often the minimum number of letters. Say, I need a word of at least 8 letters that has to do with modes of transportations. And letters also have those symbols so that you can see here. Some have those symbols, and the word that you're looking for may also have to match that. So, for example, to fulfill this challenge, I need colors, at least 8 letters, and 3 letters with that symbol in the actual word. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to take into account, a lot of stuff going on. If, I don't know, this is my challenge, I'm looking for cities, 8 letters, 3 of those. And these are my personal letters. As a solitaire player, you get 10 letters every turn. And then you got your library, and I'm looking at it, I can immediately see, I got lucky, I see coffee in there, so that's pretty good. It's not a city. Oh, something is missing. There you go, I knew I had coffee. It's not a city, but it helps me. And then maybe I can do something else. I don't know, red. Oh, but that would not be good enough because it leaves 4 letters that are unused. So I still need to... Oh, prude. How about that one? prude. So right now, see, I got 2 letters left in the library. I haven't really done anything to help me here, but I survived the round. Hooray. Next turn, I'm going to get 10 new letters, and so now I'm going to shuffle them around and hopefully survive and also create that situation, match the condition indicated there. Also, you can only have up to 8 words in your play area, so that means that as you keep getting new letters, well, you need to go for longer and longer words. When you complete a word that matches a challenge, at least you get to discard those letters. So that's for your turn. At the end of your turn, however, one of the Literati, evil society of people hating books, will come out of this deck. Really nice art. To do that, you at the end of a round, you draw a card and you simply do what it says. You perform that task, that challenge there. And next turn, this is what happens, and I'm going to place it next there, and so on and so forth. You place them in a line. The plot twist is that if an Illiterato comes out, and you already have that kind, you place it with the previous one, and you resolve all of the effects. So their attacks keep accelerating during the game. So this is the idea. Simplicity itself, but really fun and really challenging. Again, solitaire / cooperative Scrabble, in the sense that you got your letters, you got to form your words. I really enjoy this game. Again, the challenge is one that I describe it like this. It's super basic, super simple, but it's all about the creativity. It's all about you looking at those patterns and surprising yourself with the good stuff, the fun stuff that you're able to see at the last minute. Kicking yourself mentally when you realize just at the end of the round that you had an awesome word and you failed to do so. The challenge is really nice because you can build your words from turn to turn and build up to that situation, and they really tweak the challenges in such a way that they're tough and hard and very often require, again, planning across multiple turns. Like, overall, maybe I have some letters that will allow me to write Detroit in a couple of turns. But Detroit, too short for that challenge. I need to look for another one. So you can try to save letters from turn to turn, but most of those letters will need to be part of a word. The Literati will hit you, and sometimes some of those attacks, honestly, they help you thin out your amount of letters. So some of those are not too terrible, but some are, because they break your planning, they disrupt your planning. But again, I think that they did really well in the way they gave you challenges that are tough, but also very interesting. I guess this is the blank one that you use if you want to write your own. Tough, but doable and interesting and fun. And as the rules change from card to card and from the different kinds of cards, your brain is just there getting a good workout, shifting gears all the time. The production is really good, meaning the art is awesome. As you can see, these like oversized tarot cards, really well made, and the tiles are thick. They really are. Very legible, of course. So everything is really nice, and there's definitely a material pleasure in manipulating and moving around these tiles. They're made of cardboard, so I personally find them more pleasant than plastic components, as they are discarded from one bag. You use another bag as a discard bag, so if this one is ever empty, then the discard becomes a new draw bag. So the game takes nothing, really almost no time to set up and put away. Put out these decks of cards, start drawing tiles, and you're ready to go. I love it. So fun, so interesting, so many different challenges that emerge from a really nice twist of a well-known concept, which is use letters, make words. But now, in the process, you're saving books from evil villains. So what's not to love about that?